Long before soil tests, fertilizers, or lab reports existed, ancient Chinese farmers were growing food on the same land for thousands of years without exhausting it. No synthetic inputs, no soil collapse, no nutrient burnout. What they understood instinctively is something modern science is only now confirming. Healthy soil is alive, and when you work with it instead of against it, productivity increases naturally. Today, we're uncovering 10 ancient Chinese soil practices that modern science has finally proven right, and more importantly, how you can apply them in your own garden right now. Soil is, a living organism, not just dirt. Ancient Chinese agriculture, really treated soil as a living system rather than just an inert growing medium. Farmers noticed that land thrived when biological activity was protected and, well, it declined whenever soil was disturbed too aggressively. These days, modern soil biology confirms that healthy soil actually contains billions of microorganisms in every teaspoon, all working together to cycle nutrients and support plant roots. This wisdom translates directly to modern gardens through minimal disturbance. Avoid excessive digging and tilling. When soil structure remains intact, fungal networks stay connected, water retention improves, and nutrients move efficiently. Even simple steps like using a hand fork instead of turning soil deeply preserve this living structure. Feed the soil first, not the plant. Ancient texts emphasize nourishing the earth before expecting harvests. Instead of targeting plants directly, farmers focused on enriching soil life. Modern regenerative agriculture echoes this approach, showing that plants thrive when soil microbes are fed organic matter rather than isolated nutrients. One traditional method involves soaking composted plant material in water to create a soil infusion. The effective ratio is 1 shovel of finished compost mixed with 1 gallon of water, stirred well, then applied directly to soil around plants. This feeds microbes, which then feed plants naturally and steadily. Organic matter was never optional. Crop residues were never removed from fields in ancient Chinese farming systems. Straw, leaves, and stalks were returned to the soil to decompose slowly. Today, soil science confirms that organic matter improves structure, moisture retention, nutrient availability, and microbial diversity. In your garden, this means leaving roots in place after harvest using chopped plant material as mulch and adding compost regularly. Organic matter acts as a buffer against drought, heat, and nutrient loss, making soil resilient rather than fragile. Water management was all about precision, not excess. Ancient irrigation systems were actually designed to hydrate the soil deeply without flooding the roots. Farmers noticed that shallow watering led to weak plants, while deep, slow watering encouraged strong root systems. And, modern research really confirms this observation. Watering deeply but less frequently pushes roots downward, which increases drought resistance and helps with nutrient uptake. When applying liquid compost or nutrient infusions, always water slowly at the soil surface so moisture penetrates rather than runs off. Human waste was treated as a resource carefully. While uncomfortable to discuss today, ancient Chinese farmers understood nutrient cycling completely. Human waste was composted or diluted safely before use, returning nitrogen and minerals to soil instead of discarding them. Modern science now confirms that urine contains valuable nitrogen and trace minerals when used responsibly. For gardeners choosing this route, the safe dilution ratio is 1 part fresh urine to 10 parts water. It's important to apply directly to the soil, never on the leaves, and only to actively growing plants. This kind of mirrors ancient practice while, respecting modern hygiene and safety standards. Seasonal timing was everything. Ancient farmers planted and amended soil according to seasonal rhythms rather than fixed calendars. They observe temperature, moisture, and biological cues. Modern phenology now supports this approach, showing that soil activity changes with temperature and daylight. Applying compost when soil is cold produces little benefit, but applying it when microbes are active leads to rapid nutrient cycling, so it's best to watch soil temperature and plant growth stages instead of just relying on dates on a calendar. Mulching was protection, not decoration. It was actually used to shield soil from the sun, wind, and erosion. Ancient Chinese farmers, layered straw and plant waste thickly over their soil, which helped preserve moisture and feed microbes slowly. Modern studies confirm that mulched soil maintains stable temperatures, prevents compaction, and reduces weed pressure. Use organic mulch 2 to 3 inches deep around plants, keeping it just a bit away from the stems. Over time, this mulch actually becomes food for soil life, exactly as ancient farmers intended. Diversity prevented soil exhaustion. Monoculture was really rare in traditional Chinese agriculture. Crops were rotated, interplanted, and diversified. Modern science confirms that plant diversity feeds different microbes, prevents disease buildup, and balances nutrient demand. In gardens, it's important to rotate crops every year and mix plant families within your beds. Even small changes like these can dramatically reduce pest pressure and soil fatigue. Compost was mature before use. Ancient guidelines stressed that compost must smell earthy and feel cool before application. Immature compost was actually known to harm crops. Modern soil science confirms that unfinished compost can, steal nitrogen and disrupt root growth. Always allow compost to fully decompose before use. If it smells sour or heats up, it is not ready. Finished compost feeds rather than competes. Balance was valued over speed. Ancient farmers aimed for steady improvement, not fast results. Modern science shows that rapid nutrient inputs often lead to soil imbalance and plant stress. Slow, biological feeding builds long-term fertility. Gardens that improve gradually outperform those forced with quick fixes. This mindset shift is, perhaps, the greatest lesson ancient wisdom offers us today. Why does this wisdom still matter? Well, these ancient practices weren't just superstition. They were, in fact, long-term experiments conducted over centuries. Modern science is now validating what careful observation revealed so long ago. When you align your gardening practices with these principles, soil health becomes self-sustaining rather than dependent. If this deeper understanding of soil changed the way you think about gardening, go ahead and subscribe to Nature's Blueprint for more timeless, nature-aligned growing wisdom. Share this video with a gardener who wants healthier soil without shortcuts, and help keep this ancient knowledge alive.